What's going on, guys? So today I want to talk a little bit about this new movie that I just saw, and that is Pixar's Toy Story 5. Now, this is obviously the fifth film in what appears to be this never-ending conveyor belt of a franchise that is called Toy Story. Now, there's nothing I can really say in this video about the original three Toy Story movies that hasn't already been said on dozens of other videos. They're some of the not only most groundbreaking and iconic films of all time, but also all three of them had a certain amount of heart and these heartfelt moments that really resonated with audiences and made them feel something different. I'm somebody that was born in the late 90s, and so I kind of grew up right around the time in between the first film and the second film. So I was part of the general audience that sort of grew up with the main character, Andy, through the first original trilogy all the way through Toy Story 3 in 2010. So going into this, there's obviously a certain amount of nostalgia that I take with me for the original movies. But then Toy Story 4 came out in 2019, I think, and if you watched my video about the teaser trailer to this movie, then you already know how I feel about Toy Story 4. I really don't care for the movie all that much in general, just because I feel that it kind of breaks a lot of the rules and kind of the foundation of what the first trilogy set up in the first place. In the original trilogy, there's a lot of these themes of family and sticking together no matter what, but then the main character, Woody, in the fourth film just kind of abandons these ideas altogether. And why does he do this? Because he's got to go rescue some lost toys or something, I don't know. At the end of the fourth film, we get another dramatic goodbye from Woody and Buzz, and everybody hugs, and it's all this, big, sad scene where you think, oh my gosh, these movies have got to be over here, right? There's no way that they could possibly continue this, right? What could possibly be the point of making another one of these movies?
Money!
So this movie is primarily about Bonnie, who is the little girl from the end of the third film, who is for some reason time locked into being a little kid for some reason. She is struggling to make friends because she's still a kid who plays with toys in a world that's been taken over by devices. So what do her parents do about this? They conform and they buy her a lily pad, which is just a fictional tablet that she plays with and plays games with other kids, goes on social media, and just becomes a huge distraction for her. Jessie is now the leader of the toys after Woody left in the end of the fourth movie, and it's now her job to essentially help Bonnie try and make new friends without the use of technology and the tablet. Now, I'm not going to talk all that much deeper about the actual plot itself. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of get right into my opinion, which is that I didn't really care for this movie all that much. I think it was kind of middle of the road, if not below average. And the biggest reason why, I think, is that the thing that sticks out the most to me here is just how on the nose a lot of the anti-technology stuff is. Like, there's a literal scene where toys kind of gather together in this outdoor, like a toy box or something, and they're like, oh my gosh, it's the technology, it's the tablets. And it's so weird. It's not like nuanced at all. There's no it doesn't feel like there's any real creativity or anything behind it. It's just like saying, hey, this is the problem, this is the issue.
I don't know, Jesse. Toys are for play, but tech is for everything.
I'm losing Bonnie to this device.
I'm not really sure. I was just expecting it to be a little more nuanced, or for them to have a little more of a deeper point than simply just technology bad. There are a couple of new characters here that are representative of some old 90s technology that I thought was actually kind of interesting. Nothing like to write home about, but it's just nice that they included sort of like outdated technology from either the late 90s or the early 2000s. But I don't think that these are necessarily replacements for a lot of the great characters that we've gotten to know over the years that, just like the fourth movie, have been pretty much just sidelined. There were a couple of shenanigans that go on between Woody and Buzz Lightyear that I did think were kind of funny, but overall, they're kind of just on a side quest for most of the movie, and nothing they really do feels substantial or important. This movie is mostly led and is mostly about Jessie, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with that, but I just feel like this is mostly them just kind of rehashing a lot of her backstory from Toy Story 2, as well as a lot of those individual Buzz Lightyear clone toys that were also in the second film. Another thing that I thought was kind of strange, though, is just the fact that this movie doesn't really have one of those decisive, conclusive endings that the third and fourth film had, in the sense that you feel like this is going to be the last one, which, I mean, you could technically view as either a good or a bad thing, but that's pretty much just leading us into one direction into the future.
Money!
I don't really feel like this story, whatever it is at this point, needs to continue. But yeah, man, at the end of the day, for me, this is just kind of a C-tier movie. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Like and comment if you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.